Hey guys, welcome back. Today has been such an interesting day. I started out with the plan to plant up our containers here in the front for summertime. And then I have some other containers in the back that I also wanted to get planted up with you guys. And then the weather has been like a little off and on. It's been raining and then it warms up and then we get like these weird clouds that come through, and it's just been all over the place all week long here in Oregon. It's just been a weird June for us. Anyways, I was on Instagram minding my own business and I saw an ad for an epic sale at one of my favorite garden centers. So I thought, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't take you guys down there and show you all of the beautiful plants that they have for sale, so any of you that are local can come down and do a little bit of shopping. And that is going to be my excuse, because I vowed to not buy any more plants until I was ready to actually get them in the ground. However, I'm going to have to break that vow just a little bit because I do have a plant material list for the side garden. So I thought, I can't pass up the sale. It's too good. Like, it's too good for us to pass up. So I'm breaking, or I guess I'm bending my rule a little bit, which will be fine. But the first thing we're going to do is head over to my uncle's house. If you guys recall, a couple of months ago, we went shopping for some containers and I was talking about redoing their entryway. So I want to go over there, grab some measurements, and that will also help me source some of the plants that we are going to be using for that garden project. So let's head over to my uncle's house first, and then we will head over down to the garden center. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to be methodical. I'm not just going to fill up my carts with maybe carts with pretty things. So I'm going to be focused today. All right, so we just arrived, and if you guys recall, this is the area that we are going to work in first. Now they do have the boxwood hedge, and originally I think my aunt wanted to remove it, but I was like, no, don't do it. It's so pretty. So we're gonna leave the hedge in, and it filled in. There was kind of a dead space over here, but it's starting to fill in a bit. So I think it's going to be okay. Now this is the space that we are going to be working in. So I'm gonna take measurements. I kind of want to go classic here, and I think she does too. She loves a hydrangea, so I'm going to try to source some really beautiful ones. And then some of these shrubs we are going to go ahead and remove, just because they're not really doing much for this space. We might relocate them to their back yard, but for the most part, I think we're going to take some of these plants out. They do have, let's see, I think only one over there, hellebore, right over there. So we will move that. There astilbe will also probably move. So just kind of rethink this whole area here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take some measurements. And then this fern is gorgeous. I think we should leave this. Well, I'm going to see with my uncle what he thinks. If we want to bring the whole hedge that I'm thinking all the way through, which I think is what they want. But we'll see. We'll just plan out for getting extras just in case. I'm just going to take a full measurement of the bed. They might want to keep this one, but we'll see. About 25 feet long over here, and we have about 5.5 feet wide. Okay, so I think they're going to go ahead and want to keep their camellia here. So I'm just going to measure here to about 12 feet, and then we'll see if they want to keep the fern. I would, because it's so pretty, and if it's really good in this space. So those are the measurements. That will give me a good direction on how many shrubs we need to set aside and look for. All right, let's head down to the garden center and see what we're going to find today. All right, we arrived to Farmington Gardens. So here is what's going on. They have some perennials out here, and a bunch of things are on sale, like all of their annuals, perennials, shrubs, trees, vegetables. And I will make sure to list all of the details down below so you guys can learn more if you are local and you want to come out this weekend to check out the sale. Now, what I'm looking for are going to be shrubs. I do want to look at some of the perennials. I do want to get some veggie starts because I have a little secret garden that I want to show you guys. I haven't showed you yet. It's at a different location, and it's kind of like a little secret little plot that I have. So I'll show you guys that at another time. So I want to get some veggies for that. And then, let's see, shop for my uncle. But mainly I'm looking for some of the plant material that we were going to be using out in the side garden. So let's go see what they have. I just met one of you guys, Julie. She's so sweet. We talked We talked a lot about plants and how we have a problem with shopping for plants. But here we are. So here's what's going on. I was talking to Emily, one of the managers here, and they have the perennials out here, and then we have the trees, we have all of the veggies, and the annuals are going to be indoors. And again, I'll put all of the details in the description box for you guys. And here's the thing, the sale is until next Thursday, and they might extend it, I don't know yet, but they're going to be putting out new plant material every single day. So that means more annuals, more perennials, more trees, more shrubs. So if you are local, just keep that in mind. If they don't have something out here yet, they might have it the following day. So let's walk around and see what they have. The first thing that caught my eye were these Decadence dark chocolate Baptisia. I am growing an obsession with these because they are so beautiful in the springtime, and they just have these beautiful plumes of flowers. Now we're kind of at the end of the blooming cycle for these, but just look at those beautiful little purple flowers. And these are so striking. They also have the lemon meringue. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh gosh, I feel like I want to get a couple. These are on my plant material list for the side garden, so I think I'm probably going to pull maybe 1 or 2 of them. We'll see. The other thing I'm very curious about are these foxgloves right here. Look at how beautiful these are. And what color? These are the berry candy. And I would love to add more to our garden. When we were at the Chelsea Flower Show and the Cotswolds, all of the gardens that we visited had beautiful, beautiful foxgloves just tucked away everywhere. And it's like every time you would turn, you would see this beautiful spike of flowers popping out. So I told myself, I made a mental note, one of the flowers we need to add to our garden, more of them. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple of these. And we'll put that in our cart. Let's get a cart. All right, Sergey, hold on. Sergey's calling. Yes? Hello?
Okay, so we got here like...
Wait, where are you? Oh,
Okay,
I think I see you.
I'm where the lawn chairs are, okay? We got here like 20, 30 minutes ago. I found myself a nice little chair.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like just waiting and waiting. And I see you talking to one person, then another, and then another. And then I see you walking around all the plants in the front. And I'm like, there's like 95% more stuff back here.
Well, hold on, but those are, wait, but those are not for sale though. So it's everything that's out here. And they're going to be bringing out more material out here. You see, that's how they get you, because you got to come back. And of course, I'm like, I'm going to come back every day. What do you mean you're going to bring more out? So we have to, well, and here's the thing. I feel like if there's something really special, you might be able to ask them what they can do. I probably shouldn't say that, but anyways, yeah, I'm out here. Are you going to come out?
Should I?
Well, no, because I don't want you to push your judgment on me.
Okay, I'm coming.
No. Love you. Bye. Bye. I did bring Sergey for moral support to just help me stay focused. So I think I'm going to get this one for sure. Hold on, let me set you guys down for a sec. Because that is a beautiful one. And just as a reference, here's kind of the guide. So it's 60% off shrubs, 50% off trees, 40% off perennials. And then I think the annuals are, well, we'll see what the annuals are in a minute, because I think those are even more discounted. So when you're buying plants like these that are almost at the end of their blooming cycle, just look for ones that have more new growth. So let's see. They all have pretty good new growth coming. So like, for example, this one, yes, it's spent up here, but look at all of the new potential flowers that we're gonna get. And the leaves look good on this one. I think this one right here in the center looks pretty good. Let's just take a quick look. There are some yellowing leaves right here at the bottom, but that's okay. We'll just pull those out. Now this one was already cut in the center, which is what I'm going to do with these other ones. That way we give the plant more energy to get these going. So far, So good. And there are going to be a lot of perennials here that are going to be spent. They've probably gone through their first flush of blooming. Just take a look at the actual plant. Look at the leaves, make sure everything is nice and green. A lot of these will bounce right back, so I'm not worried about that at all. Some of them have a little bit of yellowing, but that's totally fine. I'm looking at some of the salvias here because I do want to add more salvias into our landscape. And I can tell that some of them have already gone through their first flush of blooms, but that's fine because we'll just chop them down and then we will get them to rebloom here real quick. Here's a really beautiful one, the ice blue. That's really pretty. Let's see, this one is going to get 12 to 16 inches tall and wide, hardy to zone 4. I like that. I like that color a lot. We might get some of these so you can see how they're already spent. So just come in and cut all of these off and they're going to bloom right back up for us. Let's see, we have Bumble Snow. That's pretty. Maybe around some of the roses. These will get 10 to 12 inches tall and 12 to 14 inches wide. And here's a really beautiful one, the Azure Snow. I like this one better because I like the leaves better. Do you see how these are kind of smaller? Which is fine, but I think this will be a little bit more impactful. And these are going to get 18 to 20 inches tall and wide. So let's see, should we get 3 or 6? They have some nice Lithodora here. These are a little bit yellow, so they probably need to be fertilized and probably planted here quickly. Let's go down to the trees and shrubs and see what they have. But before we do, let me go ahead and just put 3 of these in the cart just in case somebody gets excited about them like I am. All right, let's go check out the veggies and the annuals really quick. Oh my goodness. All of the goodies in here. Holy moly. All right, let's actually look at the veggies first because there's some goodies in here. And the veggies are 80% off, so that is a steal. Now they are kind of picked over a little bit, but there's so much good stuff here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do a little bit of shopping for the secret garden. I want to do a couple of peppers. What do you think? You want to do peppers? I actually thought about like a jalapeno because I like those in the summertime. So let's do, how many do you want to do? Like 3 or 2?
Well, let's start out with 2.
Okay, 2?
Oh, I don't like that. It's a bent stem.
Okay.
Can you find a better one?
Yeah. How about this one?
Yeah.
This one? Hot pepper Anaheim?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Okay, I see the one right there, second from the back on the left.
right here?
Yeah, that looks like a good. On the left.
Left?
Second from the back.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, so I gave this for pesto. Yum. I'm gonna get the basil Genovese pesto and then the red Reuben. All right, and then I'm going to get some strawberries, just 2, because the secret garden is on like a proper raised bed. So I just think it'd be so cute to have them like draping over and we can just come by and just snack on them. So let's see. Are these all the same? These are the Ozark Beauty and they are everbearing. Cool. So let's get,
Are they all Ozark Beauty?
I think so. These 2 are.
This is
Should we
really
get
nice.
2?
Look how big
Yeah. Okay.
this is. Well, if you remember, you have 4 sides, okay?
Yeah.
So have one on each side.
Side? Okay.
But, oh no, but it's joined. Remember.
Yeah.
So if you do get 4, then we put it on the long side. Yeah. That's what we're
So
gonna
4.
do. Yeah.
4?
on each side.
Okay. All right. Let's have a look-see over here now at the flowers because I do need some more annuals for our containers. So let's see what they have. These Tutti Frutti Nemesia. These are so cute. Look at that. They're like variegated. Those are so cute. All right. They have some alyssum here and I want to plant a ton of them because they help deter aphids. And I completely forgot to start them from seed this year. And I forgot to pick some up earlier. And lucky for us, they're on sale, like mega sale. So I think I'm going to get like 2 whole trays of it because why not? We're here. And I think this is going to be so beautiful. I want to plant them near some of our roses and also our dahlias. Okay, I'm happy about those. Now let's just take a quick look-see back over here. These are pretty. I like those salvias. What interesting things can we find over here? Oh, these are pretty. Star cluster lavender. That's so pretty. Kind of a cooler pink, almost glows. Gosh, there's just so many good deals right now that I was telling Sergey just now, like, see, it pays to be a slacker and wait and be patient because look at this great sale. I had no idea what's coming, but I'm happy I didn't have all my ducks in a row with my containers because what a great sale this is. All right, here's one that I'm very interested in. These blueberry ice petunia. That is stunning. And I will say I have been pushing to get more proven winter annuals here because I think that would be so much fun just to be able to come out here because I'm out here all of the time. So Farmington family, can we do proven winter annuals, please? Pretty please. I'll help pick out the ones, please. So those are really beautiful, but there's one over here too that's standing out to me. Look at this color combo here. This is interesting. Those are nice big flowers. Crazy Tunia, lighthouse pink. Huh. These are really, really cool. I am just surprising myself because I am really into these like two-tones this year and I'm really usually not into it at all. I like a good solid color. Like these are still a little bit a pass for me. I just don't love that like stark difference. I like something a little bit more solid, but these I can handle because they almost feel like they're tie-dye. Let me wait on those. They have some nice bacopa back there. Those would be kind of fun for some of our containers in the back. However, I just want something a little bit more, I don't know, the white is pretty and the pink is pretty and the purple, but I kind of want to see if we can find something else that's a little bit more, I don't know, pops more or just different. I don't know. I want something that's trilling, but just not bacopa. I'll probably go back to bacopa because I love it so much, but we'll see what else we can come up with. I mean, just look at how pretty they are. Look at that. Isn't that just so sweet? Oh, and look how fun. It's like a little bag you can hang on a post and grow flowers. That's so cool. This would be fun if you have a deck and you have pillars. Look at that. Interesting. Fun idea. They have a lot of beautiful geraniums that I'm just so attracted to right now. Oh gosh, even like these deep burgundy red ones, those are so stunning. I saw some other ones over here that weren't flowering yet. Let's see how they look up close. These here. Oh, I think those are the same. The light lavender ivy geranium. Those are so pretty. 12 to 16 inches tall and 20 to 24 inches wide. That is, I'm kind of thinking some of these. I was thinking of having some of these tucked right in front of the deck near some of our limelight hydrangeas. However, I am looking for some wispy things to add over there, some other perennials. So it's like, do I just get these for now? I didn't plan for that one. I was really just planning for the side garden. So now I'm like kind of going off the map here. But it's just what happens when you come out to their garden center. You don't always stick to the plan all the time. All right, they have some really beautiful Suncredibles. So I am going to get these guys because I have an area that I want to mass plant them. Look at that, the roots are coming out. That's crazy. Okay, let's see, let's get, should we do 6? Let's do 7. Yes, so excited. I'm like running to get a cart because that is such a steal. You got some good flowers. Check this out. They also have some dahlias and I need 2. I think I'm gonna go with these 2, the Mystic Fantasy or, oh, this one is also very pretty. City Lights, purple. Oh, gosh darn it, I don't know. Do I want to go with like a really dark moody or do we want to go, here's the thing. This dahlia was not pinched, so you can see it's very tall. I would probably, well, because these are going to go in containers, I would leave it, but just be very careful. But if you're going to plant these out in the landscape, I'd recommend you come in and just pinch these off so they can be bushy like this. Do you see the difference? Here's one that was pinched. Here's one that was not. So neither one of these were actually pinched. All of these other ones, well, a lot of them anyway, looked like they were pinched. Look at all of the branching and the other ones. So again, the importance of pinching your flowers. All right, now I'm stepping away. I really am. I am walking away before I get into more trouble. While we're here, let me just give you a quick lay of the land so you get an idea of how packed they are. Now, these are not on sale, but who knows what they're going to be moving out there. So let's cross our fingers, and maybe some of these other things are going to go out to the parking lot. But if you need perennials, there's a sea of them just waiting to join your garden. Lots of really good stuff out here, and there's definitely ones I'm coming back for the side garden. I just don't want to get them yet because I don't want to have a ton of things to water, you know, just sitting around. These Becky Shasta daisies, oh, these get me every time. Every time. Look at that. They're almost like glacinated. Those are so stunning. Lots of really good shrubs. The hydrangeas. I need to go look at the hydrangeas from my uncle. This is when my like little heart just is like boom, 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 boom. It's like just so exciting to see all of these beautiful plants, especially this time of year where it hasn't been too hot yet. So things are still looking really beautiful and lush and fresh and new. So it's just such a good time. It's such a good time to buy plants and plant plants right now. I love it. But when is it not a good time, right? These proven winter Achilles are to die for. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I think I'm really curious about, ooh, cucumber beetle. Squish. This one right here. The firefly red pop. That's beautiful. And then, gosh, where was it? This one right here. The firefly fuchsia. Yes, please. Even these right here. This is paprika. Look at that. The bees and the pollinators love these. But this one right here is very, very pretty. And do you see how it's probably going to be hard to see on camera, but there's like the slightest little blush tone to some of them. And I love that. When a flower does this, oh, I just lose my mind. It makes me so, so excited. Which one is this? Oh gosh, of course these are not going to have the tags when we need it. Darn it, I'm going to have to ask them. If I find out the name, I'll pop it up on the screen. Oh, wait, here. Firefly diamond. Oh, I would love a ton of these for the side garden. Yes, please. Oh, a little bee taking a rest. So sweet. So much good stuff. The other thing going in the side garden for Sergey specifically is Gara. We are going to do some beautiful Gara in that new space. Look at this one, little Janie. That's pretty. Kind of has a two-tone with that pink on the outside and that white. These are so stunning. I really like these guys though. These are the blush pink. I don't think he's going to love these. I think he wants more of like the wispy ones. So the ones that are a little bit bushier on the bottom and they really grow out and are a little bit more airy. Maybe this one here. Oh, this is pretty. Whirling butterflies. Oh, so, so pretty. Okay, so we have the Gara. I'm excited that there's some here. Definitely coming back for that. Some beautiful irises. The hydrangea house, oh my gosh, just look at all of the goodies. Like, oh, I shouldn't do this, but we're going to. I need to get some oak leaf ones for the side garden. Snow Queen oak leaf hydrangea. Look at those beautiful panicles. And I don't know what it is about these oak leaves that really have me like excited about them. I think, again, it's just that beautiful leaf structure that they have. And when you walk by one, especially like a mature one, it catches my eye every single time, just because they're so different from any of the other panicles or any of the other macrophylla or anything like that. And again, the leaves are just so striking, and they also produce the most beautiful pods at the end of their blooming cycle. So there's definitely a space in the side garden for one. And there's another one. Oh, I don't know if I can remember the name of it, but I saw it at Christensen's nursery when we were doing our interview with John Christensen. And oh my gosh, I was like, I told Sergey, stop right now. Do we take one? Do we take one right now? But I was like, no, I'm sure we'll find them at our local garden centers. But if I don't, I'm definitely calling them and going back up to Washington to pick it up, because it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I don't know, I haven't seen it here yet. I'm being very, very particular about all of the plants that we're going to be planting in the side garden, especially after Chelsea and the Cotswolds. Like, all of the plants for that changed, and we're making progress over there. I'm excited to show you. We cleaned it out even more. So it'll be fun to bring you guys back in so we can continue working in that space together. Oh, wow. Early evolution hydrangea. Wow. It's paniculata. And let's see, this one gets 24 to 28 inches tall by 24 inches wide. Hardy down to zone 5. It's grown by Estragi, their parent company. That is a contender for sure for our garden. Not my uncle, but for mine, for sure. Look at these. How romantic are these? So I took some pictures from my aunt and uncle to show them the different varieties of hydrangea that I want for that space. So I definitely want to do a hedge of them in the back. Now, the hedge of boxwoods that they have already is about, I think, maybe 3 feet tall, maybe, or 2 feet. I should have measured. I'll make sure to measure it. So I want a hydrangea that's going to get really large and tower kind of over them, not over them, but really stand high above them. So you can really see those beautiful flowers. And my aunt loves hydrangeas. She always comments on mine, especially like the white ones, the creamy ones. That's really like her vibe. So the ones I have set out for her are going to be the limelights. I think we all love and adore those. Those are going to be beautiful. I also have the Pinky Winky Prime, and these can get 6 to 9 feet tall and wide. So these would be a really good contender. And their plants look amazing. That was another one. I also thought about Bobo, but this one only gets 2 to 5 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. And look at these beautiful plants. These are by First Edition, the little hotties. Those are so stunning. Full sun to part shade. They get 3 to 5 inches tall and wide. So this is actually going to go on the list. I think that would be so pretty. Gosh, and I really love how these plants look. And then right next door, we have Diamond Rogue. And let's see, this is going to be a really good one. 4 to 5 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. Hardy down to zone 3. Full sun to part shade. Oh, I think this might be definitely at the top of the list as well. That might be perfect. But we would need, well, I think they might have enough. Okay, I'm going to send them a picture of this one as well. They also have Invincible hydrangeas here, and these are so stunning. They're definitely different than all of the other ones that I've selected for them. Do you see how they just have like a flat look to them? But once these start blooming, oh, it's so delicate and beautiful. I'm trying to see if there's any more in bloom, but oh my goodness. These would also be beautiful. So I'm going to finalize the list for my aunt and uncle, send that off to them, and then we'll be back this weekend to pick them up. All right, let's come out here and see what they have in terms of shrubs. So they're going to have a lot of azaleas and rhododendrons, and I believe the rhododendrons are on sale, whether they're out here or in the actual back. So make sure you walk around and ask plenty of questions. Lots of beautiful azaleas. Look at this one, Candy Lights azalea. That's a pretty pink. 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. Zone 5, and it needs filtered sun. Boy, these look really beautiful and healthy. Royal Purple Smoke Bush, one of my favorites. This one is going to need full sun, and it gets 15 feet tall and 12 feet wide, and they're hardy all the way to zone 5. I really do love these smoke bush because I think you can really play around with the shape of them. I actually like to grow mine more of a standard form, but not so, I don't want to restrict it. I want it to have a cool shape and like a fun open shape, but I don't want it to grow like a bush. So we are going to start limbing it up a little bit. So that is a really, really beautiful one. I like that a lot. And we already have 2 for the side garden that we might use. I'm not sure yet. They also have Golden Spirit. This is a really pretty gold one. This one probably needs to be fed. They're looking a little bit yellow. So I would probably give these a good feeding when planting. Let's see, this one is going to be hardy to zone 4, 8 feet tall, 6 feet wide. That's actually really beautiful. So lots of really good staple core shrubs for sale. They also have trees, which, you know, who doesn't want more trees in their garden? I know I sure do. These black lace elderberry are stunning. And I actually think we might have 1 on the plant list. These are going to get 6 to 10 feet tall and wide, full sun, zones 5 through 7. And these look pretty good. I think they definitely want to be planted. And then throughout here, they have some more shrubs and all of these beautiful trees. And again, they're going to continue bringing them out. They even have a section for the evergreens, which, you know what, let's just go over there so we can take a quick look. And the trees are 50% off. My goodness, these trees are so big. Look at this. They have a Vanderwolf. Oh, I'm going to call my friend immediately. I'm going to call her immediately because she is looking for a Vanderwolf. Oh my goodness. Okay, lots of good stuff. They have some pretty yew, which I'm actually very interested in after coming back from our trip. We saw so many hedges of yew that I'm like, I want a hedge of yew too. And these, let's see, these are going to get 20 feet tall, 5 feet wide, hardy down to zone 4, and they require full to part sun. A very good plant for a hedge. Here's a really beautiful weeping Colorado spruce. Wow, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous shape. Oh boy, if we had the space for that one, you can bet it's coming home with me. And they have a lot of really beautiful tree material for privacy hedges as well. Really impressed. I did not think this was part of the sale, but they told me, yes, it is. And I was like, okay, this is Claudia's section right here. So one more look at the trees back here. I love a tulip tree. These are so beautiful. They need full sun. It grows 100 feet tall by 50 feet wide. Oh, one day I will have you. And they are hardy down to zone 5. Boy, if you have the space for a really big tree, this one. Beautiful aspens right over here, and gorgeous multi-trunk river birch right over here. Just a really great selection. All right, so here is everything that we got. We ended up with, I believe, 8 of the sunflowers. We have 3 of the foxglove, 2 of the dahlias, all of our herbs and veggies. I did get 6 nemesia, and then we got 2 flats of the alyssum, and everything came out to be $157.69, which is such a good deal. And I got a Yum watermelon, which I've never had one. I'm excited to see what they taste like.
I keep on forgetting, but I think one is like if you see some of the like sugar, the black coming through, and you see it like coming through in certain areas, like right here.
It means
a nice spot means I think it was like laying out in the sun for a long time. Now, a white spot you don't want. A yellow spot I think you do want.
Okay, well, just like the exact opposite of what we're saying.
And the sound just sounds really good here.
Do you think that's a thing? It has to be, right?
It has to be.
It has to be.
Because when it sounds dull, it tastes like it's not like it's not airy and sweet. It's usually like really wet and dull, and almost like a spoiled taste.
Yeah,
to it.
yuck. Okay, so we'll let you guys know how that one goes. That was so much fun. I'm so happy that we found all of these beautiful plants today. I did put the salvias back. I don't know. I just feel like I wanted 5. I went back and I needed 5 actually for the side garden. but there was only those 3 left. And I just thought I didn't want to wait to get 2 more. So I just put them back because I can come in with just a different type of salvia. I just need a good purple salvia for the side garden. So I put those back, but everything else I'm very, very happy and thrilled about. Now, everything that we got here is not going to go in the side garden, which I totally defeated the purpose of this trip. However, I am coming back this weekend to see what else they're going to be putting out. I need a lot of airy perennials, which is kind of the theme of the side garden. So we'll come back. And I also have to come back with my uncle to pick up whatever hydrangeas they're going to finalize and say yes to. So I guess the point and the moral of the story of today's video is if there is a good sale, it doesn't hurt to go buy things. And especially because I feel like these things need to get planted right away. So I think I was kind of methodical in the sense that these are annuals, so they're not going to sit around in our sitting area with all of the other plants that we have to get in the ground. So these are going to get planted this weekend. Like I'm going to be very, very firm about getting those planted right away. So anyways, that will do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming out here and plant shopping with us. It's always a good time to come out and shop, especially when you get to save. I love that so much. And it's how I get myself into a little bit of trouble with having too much inventory. But I also have a lot of projects that I do throughout the year. So it makes sense to have all of those plants just waiting to get planted. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and plant shopping. That's always fun. And I will see you guys in our next video. Bye-bye.